Here we are with another Friday morning live. I think we're live. Hope everybody's doing wonderful. Got a nice minus 16 C. Nice, cool, and crisp. Yesterday we had quite a snowstorm. Spent most of the day shoveling driveways. We had like 2 and 3 feet, which is almost a meter in some areas. A lot of snow. It's a disaster on the highways. It closed down, tons of accidents. Horrific, horrific. When it's a snowstorm in that degree, the best thing is just to stay home. Don't go out. No point in going out. It's just people driving, the driving capabilities in the dry are not good. So imagine when there's snow on the ground, especially when there's absolutely no clear roads. It's like this. The streets are still covered today. They haven't finished cleaning. There's still snow on the ground in the streets. So a lot of snow. A lot of snow. We take what Mother Nature brings. In the middle of winter here in the Greater Teal. So we have to accept whatever it is, whether it's by Mother Nature or by the programmer. As we know, they've been doing it for a long time. The Weather Control Act, or whatever it's called, doesn't exist for no reason. Their capabilities, what degree they're at, just go do your research and you will see that they've been doing it for a long time. Long time. Just like all the naughty things they've been doing for a long time. Long time. The naughty stuff's been going on a long time. So, here we are. The realm of MFS, where we choose our lifestyle, right? We choose it. We don't wait for things to happen. If we're waiting for things to happen, we're just like everybody else. Most of us will be in that category. Put my hand up. We wait till things happen. For me, things happened early in my life, and I took action. I started searching. I didn't wait around and look for an easy way out. I was searching for a solution. And the solution, no matter where I looked out there, we got hints and so on and so forth, but there's no solutions out there. All the solutions are within. Open up your scriptures. You'll find all the solutions are there. Prayer and fasting. Meditation. Quiet. Go within. Doing the art of doing nothing. The art of subtraction. The art of giving. Simplicity. That's not what people are looking for these days, as we can see. We see complete opposite. It's a war-torn world right now. It's all there's talk about is war, war and more war. You know, somebody's got to go fix other people's problems. They believe they have the right to go fix other people's problems. You know, we all must go within to solve our problems. You know, forget about trying to solve other people's problems. Let's go within. You know, that's why we have this community, so that you know, we can all, you know, support each other in our journeys, in our personal journeys. You know, we have a wonderful roadmap, the MFS protocol, Master Fast System, that keeps things very, very simple. Focus on purging all the caca out of our lives. In the physical, mental, emotional caca, we want to purge it all. We do not want to accumulate. Because if we stay in the accumulation state, we're doomed. Just like most of the masses, in pain, misery, and suffering. And we don't want to be there, do we? We don't want to be in a better place than pain, misery, and suffering. Because, you know, being in pain, misery, and suffering, I've been there. I've been there several times. It's not fun, you know. Fall off the wagon, go into the cooked food realm, and the pain, misery, and suffering will come back very quickly. Very quickly. You know, in the cooked food realm, you know, there's some things you can do cooked that are not as obstructive as heavy-duty fats and so on and so forth, but it's still work for the body, it's still work for the physicality. You know, once you've tasted what we call the nectar of God, once you've tasted that and experienced that, it's there's not going to be anything else that compares. And once you've gone through that experience, the physicality, the mental, the emotional, it has that experience. And all the other experiences that we try will never compare. But they're so dense, heavy, carnal, that we are going to feel a lot of pressure from this heavy, dense matter. We're going to feel a lot of pressure because being in the field state, the high field state, or being in the low carnal state, you just can't compare. It's further away than night and day. And that's why so many of us have challenges, you know, after doing a good purge, and then they go back to their old ways. We go back, and then we experience all that heavy duty stuff. Not fun. Not fun at all. So this is why we keep saying over and over, you know, choose one of the levels. Allow the emotion, the physical, the mental emotion states to slowly experience, you know, the field state part-time. It's doing it on a week-to-week basis, doing it on a bi-weekly basis, doing it on a monthly basis, If we do it less than a monthly basis, we are not going to see much happening, right? If we do it less than a monthly basis. So, we must decide to choose. Otherwise, we don't want to change our lifestyle. Keep searching. Just keep searching out there. Good luck. Good luck. The realm of Luciferianism has expanded exponentially, as you can see, with all the wars going on. And the diets people are pushing these days, like never before. Heavy duty, carnal realm. We all can fall in that trap very easily because it's all around us. You can't escape. It's all around us. So, if we don't want to decide, then we just keep walking and searching. Keep spending our money on fictitious dreams. Because that's what they are. People are selling dreams. That will never be. Never be. The sciences. Reading about all these new technologies that are supposedly coming forth. And I don't know, most of this stuff is being produced by AI these days or what. It's so much bullcrap. It's unreal. Bullcrap has gone exponential as well with this AI stuff. Artificial, remember that, artificial. It wastes a lot of your time, this AI. It doesn't, I think that's what it's designed to do. It's just consume. It's a parasite. It's an energy parasite in all sense of the ways. Energy as far as the energy it consumes to be working, the power, that energy, it consumes tons, way more energy than our brain will ever use. Our brain will not use the energy that AI uses in our whole lifetime, that AI uses probably in 1 minute. That's how much energy AI uses. I don't know what the math is, but I'm sure somebody can work it out. It's a lot difference. Then there's the energy of also that's a parasitic energy, and then there's the parasitic energy for us, for humans, right? There's that energy it's sucking. It makes you go in circles, and it doesn't answer the questions properly, and so on and so forth. It's really, really strange, and I'm using like three of them right now, and sometimes one is better than the others, but man, if people are relying on that for their health, may God help us. May God help us, because remember, a computer, garbage in, garbage out. Whoever programs it, it's what the capabilities of it spewing out. It can't produce anything else. It can only produce from what was put into it. So, yeah. Good morning, John. You're up and about. Good to see you. Yeah, this thing, it doesn't show properly who's on here. It's strange. I have to go to another page. Very strange. But anyway, it is what it is. It is what it is. So yeah, be careful using this AI system. Um, there's some things that I think it can be useful. Maybe computer related stuff, programming and stuff. Um, I think everything has to be verified because it does make mistakes. I've caught it making mistakes many, many times. So you just got to be weary. You know, people are going to start relying on this thing as God. My goodness, mankind is going to go down fast. You know, we're already at a very low point. If people start relying on AI as their God, we're doomed. And I believe that's the purpose of AI, is to take as many souls as possible. Right? AI. Yeah. So, you know, the simple thing to do is go within, and you will you'll definitely find your answers by going within. Um, you're not going to find all your answers all at once. You're going to start finding your answers slowly but surely. One by one, your answers will start coming up. And it'll be an amazing time when you discover your answers, because these answers are always there. All our answers are always there in plain sight. They're always available. It's just that we are blind to see them. We are blind to see them. Right? We all know that killing is wrong. Thou shalt not kill. But you have, you know, people committing murders, and at that time, for whatever reason, they are blind to the fact that it's wrong, and they commit the murder. Just to give you that example. The answer is in plain sight. Stealing, same thing. Right? And many other examples of that sense. But the answers we're talking about are the answers to our solutions for healing ourselves. Those are the answers, which are also in plain sight. You know, we're driving around and we see all these food joints, restaurants, and so on and so forth. And we know that these places are not serving real food. But we go anyway. Right? We go anyway. You know, we go into the supermarket. We know that most of the aisles, there's no real food. And around the perimeter, we'll find some stuff that's real food, that we can call real food. It's very very select and few, because you know, even a lot of the fruit, the way it's grown, you know, starting to see a lot of Chinese fruits and veggies and stuff like never before. Like they're going all out on everything, and they're trying to capture all markets. They're not. They are not trying. They are capturing all markets. We're seeing tons of Chinese, and I'm uh, I'm very weary about buying from all the videos I've watched of what they do with their food. You know what they've been caught doing with chemicals. So I stay away from that stuff. But some of the stuff looks really good, and I don't know. I don't know. You can grab. Make sure you ozonate everything you buy. You know, but is ozone going to take care of everything? Absolutely not. But it's one of the tools that we use in the MFS realm. You know, we just ozonate everything we buy that we're going to consume. Everything. Don't even question. Just ozonate it. No matter if it's labeled organic or not. Just ozonate it. You know, there's just so much is being done to the food supply that we can't take any chances anymore. You know, ozone's not going to solve all our problems. The best way would be to start growing our own food. And, you know, stuff is being sprayed up above, right? So still, even growing our own food these days, unless you're way, way away from any, you know, city life. Um, Even if we're not away, we're still going to have contamination because there's no part on the planet that is not contaminated. They did a discovery on the lowest depths of the ocean, I believe, and there's garbage. There's garbage. Man-made garbage. There's, you know, cigarette butts probably on every corner of the planet. And everything else that man has created. You know, plastic bags and straws and everything else, all the chemicals, it's everywhere. It's the whole planet. You know, it's been infiltrated. I, I, I know that nature, if you leave it alone, it will clean things up. It just needs time. How much time? You just have to leave it alone, and it will clean things up. That's all I know. Because all the man-made stuff, the materials come from the planet that they manipulate and synthesize and everything. So it all starts from nature. So nature, even though they synthesize it, eventually nature will be able to correct it and bring it back to where it belongs. Jesse, morning. What is in that box in the background? Which box? The white one? This one here? This is called George Lakowski Multi-Wave Oscillator. George Lakowski Multi-Wave Oscillator, if that's the one you're talking about. Yeah, it produces, I've talked about this before, it produces, this is a Nikola Tesla, it's a Nikola Tesla invention. I'll just show you quickly. If you can see that. It produces a plasma, which also you can smell ozone. It helps open up stagnant energy. It's a very nice unit. That one there is from the late 70s or 80s, I believe, 1980s, early 80s. Uh, German made one. A friend of mine gave it to me years ago. They're still available. They're not cheap. Um, there's there's one that was a fair price that I found. It's a small unit, but people actually have grown their hair back. I'm just too lazy. You need to do it every single day. Uh, People have grown their hair back with that, so it is opening up energy. Um, uh, what else? People it helped people with their spinal issues. Muscle pain, joint pain. It just helps open up energy. I just brought it out because I had it in storage. I haven't used it in years. I go, let me bring it out again. I'm gonna leave it. If I don't leave it in plain sight, I forget about them. Just after all these years of trying so many different things, like this is gonna be fix all your problems. No, it's not gonna fix all your problems. It's a tool that you can use. You know, you can use it on your face. It helps stimulate circulation in the face. Anywhere you use it, anywhere in the body can be used. If some people find it painful, there's different fittings on this one. Some of them are much stronger than others, but yeah, it's a wonderful tool. Definitely injuries and stuff. It will help. Just helps move energy. Like, what are we trying to do? We're trying to move energy. We're trying to move out stagnation, right? So any assistance with that, it's going to help us, right? It's going to help us. And moving lymph. Clear out the GI tract, and that's how you start moving lymph, right? But you have a problem area, a wrist, an elbow, a shoulder, and your neck, your lower back. Sometimes having a little bit of assistance, acupuncture, massage, um, using that tool there, the oscillator, um, just a little bit extra help to help move out that stagnation. Ultimately, it's the blockages in our mind that we need to um, move, move the stagnation out of, right? We need to move the stagnation out of here. And once we move that stagnation out of here, then the rest is simple. Healing is simple. It really is simple. We complicate everything. But wonderful tool. If I find that other one, I'll put a link if I can find it. I seen it a while ago. There's one I seen for was like 5,000-6,000 euro. It's crazy amount of money. Not cheap. But I'm talking about a little tiny unit for a few $100 that does probably very similar, if not the same thing. Like that one there was thousands of dollars at that time in the 80s, which was like today would be an enormous amount of money, and probably be like $20,000-$30,000, right? That one's all handmade. Very, very nice work. Of course, German stuff in those days was all really well built things. Today, I don't know if there's anything built well anymore. I don't know where you can go. There's some things, we've spiraled out of whack as mankind, as a human race. We've completely spiraled out of whack. Uh, we need to spiral back inwards. implosion to heal ourselves. So yeah, lots of fun. Lots of fun. Um, uh, yeah, yeah. I've used it on some people, and you know, the oscillator, multi-wave oscillator, and seen pretty good things happen. But um, it's temporary. If you don't make changes in your lifestyle, these things are temporary. We have to always go back to the root and seed causes, right? The root is the GI tract. The seed is the emotion. We completely have to attack, or resolve those challenges in our lives, and maybe we'll find some solutions, right? Not maybe, we will find solutions. Um, if we do not want to stay in a healing type lifestyle, we want to go back to our old ways, then the old ways will return with a vengeance. It's just the way it is. It's the way it is. You can heal yourself completely, go back to your old ways, and the old ways will return. Um, uh, we got the emotional and physical memory banks that cannot be erased completely. There's never a complete erase. Like everything we do in our lives, there's a record permanently for eternity. Everything we do. Just think about that. I have to we have to go back into our lives and think, oh my God, some of the stuff we've done in our lives, my goodness, that's going to be recorded for eternity. I'm afraid so. We're young and stupid. We did stupid things. But there's repentance and forgiveness for all things if it's coming truly from the heart. So that's what we should focus on. With that said, if there's no other questions, I'll wrap it up, call it a day. Let's send out PLAF to all those in dire needs out there. Um, you know, 432 a.m. and or p.m. Your local time. Just close your eyes for 9 seconds and just send plasma love, always flowing from divine source. Just send it out to all those in dire needs, all the rest of humanity, and especially let's pierce the hearts and souls with PLAF of the evil ones so that they may see. Ciao for now. We'll see you back on the page. See you back on next call Wednesday, Facebook Live. Ciao for now.